Welcome back to the channel. Today is a fantastic day to unpack the absolute chaos heading our way. We have a massive week of General Hospital spoilers to break down, and the drama in Port Charles is reaching a boiling point. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's get right into it. I cannot believe they are actually doing this. I am sitting here typing this up at 2 a.m. because my brain is just buzzing with everything that is about to happen in Port Charles, and I desperately need to vent to people who actually... We have been watching this show for years, and sometimes you just know when a storyline is about to explode in the best and worst ways possible. Are you seeing what I'm seeing with this upcoming week? Because the August 3rd to 7th spoilers are out, and I am half celebrating and half dreading what is coming. The sheer audacity of the writers to push all these characters to the absolute brink at the exact same time is blowing my mind. I am shaking with adrenaline just thinking of it. First of all, let's talk about Jason. Jason makes a real sacrifice for Danny on Monday, and I am just sitting here screaming at my screen because it is about time. I've been watching this show since the 90s, and Jason has always put Sonny and Carly first. He literally gave up his entire life, time and time again, for the mob. But taking the fall for Rocco, shooting Ross Cullum, and ending up in that horrific WSB black site in Jakarta, that broke him. It fundamentally changed him in a way we haven't seen since his original brain injury. And now he is stepping away from the mob to be a father to Danny. Because Danny needs him. Danny was literally asking Sonny to let him join the mob a few weeks ago to avenge Jason. Jason has to break this toxic cycle before his son ends up in a body bag. But do we really think Sonny Corinthos is gonna just let his ultimate enforcer walk away peacefully? I know Sonny has a lot on his plate with Jen Sidwell, but Sonny is Sonny. He doesn't do well with rejection, and he views loyalty as a one-way street. Jason is doubling down on his exit, trying to make Sonny understand that since Sam McCall is gone, Danny only has him. If Jason dies or goes to Pentonville, Danny is an orphan. It is such a raw, emotional realization for Jason, and Steve Burton is playing it beautifully. But I am terrified that Sonny's paranoia is going to turn this into a war. Sonny is already trusting Rick Lansing again, and Jason hates Rick. The tension is so thick, you could cut it with a knife. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the women in Jason's world. Elizabeth Weber becomes privy to a secret that could change things for more than one person. Is this about Jason's true state of mind? Or is this about the fact that Jack Brennan faked his locked-in stroke? Liz is a brilliant nurse, and she already knows Brennan walked out of Turning Woods on his own 2 feet. If Liz connects the dots between Brennan's fake stroke and Drew Kane's supposedly locked-in state, Willow is completely toast. I know some people are loving Willow's dark, manipulative era, but personally, I am terrified for her because she is playing with fire and she is covered in gasoline. Okay, back to the point. Carly finds herself genuinely touched by a moment she wasn't expecting. Could this be Jason finally opening up to her about his trauma? Or maybe Valentine Cassadine doing something genuinely sweet? Because Valentine is busy giving a pointed warning to Nina Reed. He knows that trusting Jack Brennan is a massive mistake. Valentine literally just traded the black box to Brennan to get his WSB assets unfrozen, and now Jocelyn Jax is cautioning Brennan about the huge liability he just created. Jocelyn is a WSB agent now, which still blows my mind, by the way, and she is throwing her weight around. But Brennan is using that black box to help Nina and Willow blackmail Drew. The tangled webs these people weave are giving me a headache, but I am entirely obsessed. And speaking of tangled webs, can we talk about Brook Lynn and Chase? On Tuesday, Brook Lynn Quartermain and Harrison Chase celebrate a milestone worth toasting. We all know this is about baby Phoebe's adoption becoming official. And I should be happy for them. I love them together. They are gorgeous. But I am sick to my stomach because Brook Lynn is sitting on a ticking time bomb that is going to obliterate her marriage into a million pieces. How can she smile and pop champagne knowing what she did? Am I the only one who is screaming at the TV every time Chase defends Willow? Chase is Mr. Morality. He's the ultimate good guy cop. He is currently investigating the hit and run that ran Jordan and Curtis off Route 91, and Brook Lynn literally framed Willow for it. Brook Lynn manipulated the GPS, she got Lucy Coe to perjure herself, and the worst part? Brook Lynn was the actual driver who fled the scene. Remember when she faked the whole pregnancy with Bailey Louise? Brook Lynn never learns. When Chase finds out that his wife not only committed a felony, but framed his ex-girlfriend for it, he is going to lose his mind. I am dreading this reveal, but I also kind of can't wait for the absolute nuclear drama it will bring. Meanwhile, Trina Robinson gets an earful she wasn't quite prepared for. Trina has been through so much trauma over the last few years. She finally signed a record deal with Gio Palmieri, she is trying to focus on her art, she is dealing with a creepy stalker named Quinn, and now her parents are in a massive legal mess. Curtis Ashford is growing skeptical about what's really going on around him. And he should be. His trial officially begins on Wednesday, and the stakes have never been higher. Curtis could literally go to prison, and he is grasping at straws. Because Isaiah Gannon takes a stand on Thursday, and Isaiah is out for blood. I am sorry, but Isaiah is not playing game. Curtis completely ruined Isaiah's hand in a fit of jealous rage, and now Isaiah is suing him and trying to nail him to the wall in criminal court. Isaiah vents to Lucas Jones and Elizabeth on Friday about everything that's been building up. And you know what? I kinda get it. Curtis was way out of line. But Portia just had a baby. Marshall is back in town. The Ashford family is hanging by a thread, and if Curtis goes to Pentonville, Trina is going to completely break down. The emotional toll this trial is going to take on Trina is unfair, and I just want to give her a hug. Let's pivot to the Corinthos family, because Michael Corinthos is anxious about where his family's future is really headed onto. And he should be. Michael is playing this ridiculously arrogant long game. He agreed to a 60/40 custody split with Willow, but he actually wants sole custody of Wiley and Amanda. He thinks he holds all the cards because Willow is tangled up with Jen Sidwell's crimes and he thinks she is vulnerable. But Michael is severely underestimating everyone around him, especially his own ex-wife. For one, Willow faces a brand new threat she didn't see coming on Thursday. Drew Kane is awake. He is fully mobile. He survived Nina trying to drown him in the Quartermain Lake, and now he is plotting a slow, calculated, scorched earth revenge. Willow thinks she bought him off with the house and the divorce, but Drew is coming for everything. And honestly, I am here for villain Drew. Cameron Matheson is playing the absolute worst version of Drew right now, and it works so well. The psychological warfare he is waging on Willow is terrifying. But Michael's biggest problem might actually be his own girlfriend. On Friday, Michael questions Jacinda Bracken about her real intention. Jacinda is impatient. She hates Michael's long game. She wants Willow out of the picture right now. If Jacinda goes rogue and crosses lines that Michael doesn't approve of, she could ruin his entire custody strategy. I swear, Michael always picks the most complicated women, and then acts shocked when they do complicate. Jacinda is a wild card, and Michael is losing control of the narrative. And what is going on with Sonny Corinthos? On Wednesday, Sonny demands answers, done waiting on the sideline. Then on Thursday, Sonny makes a stunning announcement that catches everyone off guard. What is it? Is he officially stepping down from the syndicate? Is he going to all-out war with Jen Sidwell? Or does this have to do with ADA Justine Turner? Sonny has been having this secret romance with Justine, and the hypocrisy is astounding. He literally hired Brick to dig up dirt on Valentine to break up Carly and Valentine, while he is sleeping with the ADA. Sonny's ego is out of control right now. Ava Jerome is struck with a sudden burst of inspiration on Wednesday, and by Friday, she courts a promising new ally. Ava is furious that Ethan Lovett fled town and ruined her blackmail scheme regarding Phoebe. Ava needs a heavy hitter to protect herself from Sonny's crosshairs. Could her new ally be Valentine? Because Valentine and Ava teaming up would be the most deliciously toxic alliance Port Charles has seen. I am so ready for Ava to get her groove back and start running things again. She has been playing the victim for too long. Now, let's talk about the corporate war at Deception, because it is getting incredibly spicy. Lucy Coe and Serena Baldwin put their heads together to scheme on Wednesday, and by Thursday, Serena makes her move. I have been watching since the 90s, and having Serena Baldwin back on canvas is everything I didn't know I needed. Maxie is in Australia permanently, so Lucy desperately needed a heavy hitter, and Serena is perfect for the job. She is sneaky, she is smart, and she has Quartermain level resources. Tracy Quartermain is going to be absolutely livid. Tracy and Michael are trying to control Deception, but Lucy is not going down without a fight. Serena has substantial shares, and she is going to unleash hell on the Quartermains. I am totally Team Lucy on this. The Quartermains have enough money and power. Let Lucy keep her cosmetics company. Watching Tracy and Serena go toe-to-toe in the boardroom is going to be daytime television gold. And finally, we have some Friday cliffhangers that are making my head spin. Jocelyn is taken aback by a development she never saw coming. Does this have to do with her WSB boss, Z? Or maybe she finds out that Jason is really quitting the mob? Jocelyn has been defending her WSB career so hard, claiming she wants to avenge Dex Heller, but she is in way over her head, and she knows it. The WSB is a snake pit, and Jocelyn is just a kid playing spy. Also, Jordan Ashford and Anna Devane finally get a chance to catch up on Friday. Anna's mental health is in absolute shambles. She is hallucinating Peter August, and Peter is telling her to murder people. If Jordan catches on that Anna is completely losing her grip on reality, she might have to. And Lucy questions Laura Collins about something that's clearly been weighing on her. Laura is heading to Ireland, and there are rumors that Kevin is cheating on her. If Kevin Collins is a cheater, I am rioting. Seriously? They are the most stable couple on the show. I know some people are loving the pacing right now, but personally, my anxiety is through. The secrets are piling up so high that when they finally crash down, poor Charles is going to be leveled. Brook Lynn's lies, Willow's crimes, Jason's exit, Anna's hallucinations. It is all too much, and yet I cannot look away. The writers are setting up a fall sweeps that will go down in history. Let's circle back to Carly first. Carly's carefully laid plan backfires in a big way on Tuesday. What plan is this? Is it her attempt to protect Jocelyn from the WSB? Or is it her romance with Valentine? Carly has been hiding the fact that she has the flash drive from Brick, with all the scandalous dirt on Valentine. If Valentine finds out that Carly has been keeping secrets from him, while he has been keeping the black box from her, their entire relationship is going to implode. I mean, I love Carly, but she always thinks she's the smartest person in the room, and it always blows up in her face. She cannot help but meddle, even when the stakes are life and death. And what about Drew Kane's psychology right now? He spent months locked in his own body, fully aware, while Willow and Nina paraded around him. He heard Michael promise to erase him from Scout's memory. The trauma of that is unimaginable. So when Drew threatens Willow in the dark, soaking wet from the lake, it is pure cinema. But Drew is also alienating Alexis Davis by trying to aggressively control. Drew is turning into the very monster they all accused him of. He is so blinded by his need for revenge against Willow and Michael that he is destroying his relationship with his own daughter. I also need to talk about the sheer audacity of Brook Lynn Quartermaine. I love her, I really do, but the entitlement is staggering. She ran 2 people off the road. She left them to die. And instead of owning up to it, she used Brick to doctor Willow's GP. She's letting a mother of 2 take the fall for her felony. When Tracy Quartermaine, the queen of schemes, tells you that you have gone too far, you know you have messed up. Tracy knows the truth, and she is just sitting back watching Brook Lynn dig her own grave. It is fascinating character work, but it makes me want to pull my hair out. And poor Chase. He is so blinded by his past with Willow and his current love for Brook Lynn. He actually thinks Michael Corinthos is the mastermind behind Willow's frame-up. The dramatic irony is physically painful to watch. When the truth comes out, Chase is going to have to arrest his own wife. He already had to arrest Tracy at the lake, which almost cost him his badge. And now this? The fallout is going to be nuclear, and I am already stocking up on tissues for those scenes. Chase deserves so much better than being constantly lied to by the women he loves. Finally, we have to address the tragedy of Anna Devane. Watching a legacy character, a brilliant super spy, slowly lose her mind to Peter August's hallucinations is heartbreaking. She survived Ross Cullum's torture beneath Windermere, but she brought the demons back with her. She is pushing Dante and Chase to the brink. She is targeting Britt Westbourne, and she is completely off the rails. I am genuinely terrified that she is going to pull the trigger on someone innocent before she gets the help she needs. Who will survive the ultimate fallout when these explosive secrets finally detonate? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below, hit that subscribe button, and don't miss a second of the drama.